Salut! Hello everybody. I'm Taylor James Roth, coming in hot with session 18 of playing Subnautica. Today I'm going to be visiting the primary containment facility and then going deeper. That's what the title says anyway, and I shall do my best to accomplish that. Let's take a look at our save file here. Last played July 26th of 2025 at 7:09 p.m. That's 19:09 p.m. or 19:09 local time with the 24-hour clock. Local time is 4 hours before UTC. That's Universal Time Coordinated. And so far the save file has 1 day, 1 days, 0 hours, and 46 minutes on it. We'll be diving in here in about 40 seconds. So everybody get a beverage of your choice, get settled in, and get ready for some Subnautica. Stand by for the dive. If you do not know me, probably best to not contact me through random social media channels. Dive, dive, dive. Loading into the save now.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
So the primary containment facility is located, as best as I can remember, in the Ghost River, a little bit, not too far from where I'm at. So I'll go ahead and get heading that way. Check on these things. No water's ready. How's my inventory? Looks pretty good. Let me drop off the salt. Got plenty of salt on this stream. Thank you so much. Alright. Wow. I thought I was in the upstairs base for a moment, and then I saw that door and I'm like, wait a second. No. This is not the upstairs base. Alright. Another thing that I would like to accomplish today is get some crystalline sulfur, so that I can get the jump jet upgrade on the prawn suit. Before I go, I am gonna just eat some marble melons here, top off my water, and food. Replant that. Okay. Quick save state. And just so I know nobody's been in here, or at least that they shut the door properly when they came in and left. Let me check, make sure the storage is good on here. Looks alright. Alrighty. So I do not have a beacon placed yet at the primary containment facility, from what I remember. But it is where the other prawn suit is parked. Oh wait, no. No, it's not. That is at the power generation facility. Okay, yeah. Anyway, the primary containment facility is not deeper in the Ghost River. It is back up on a higher plane. Wonder if there's any crystalline sulfur in here. Magnetite. Uranite. How's the volume for everybody? Sounds a little bit on the loud side to me here, but that might be. Let me check and make sure I'm at 50. Yep. Alright. It's probably fine, but let's check here. General. Ambient volume. Let's try dropping it down to 35. Be very conservative with that change. So how's everybody been? I know sometimes, you know, that 2-week window of are we gonna make it to the next broadcast though? Maybe. Maybe it's, you know, a lot for some. I know for me, sometimes there's just getting here. That's, you know, you showed up. I haven't been idle during those 2 weeks. I mean, there's been idle moments for sure. But yeah, no, I continue to do my inner work, which for those, I'll put that into layman's terms. I pay attention to what's going on within my body as best I can, and I actively attempt to maintain balance to cortisol and all sorts of, you know, fun stuff. There is a guy up there who's not going to be happy with me. He's going to be even less happy if I jump on him and start drilling his face off with the freaking prawn suit, so you better be nice to me, brah. Because guess what? I would respawn. You, however, don't, according to the game mechanics anyway. So what I don't remember right now is whether the primary containment facility is to the right here, or whether it's go left. Maybe it's a go left type situation. Let's try that. Let's try. We'll go left. And while I'm here, I shall keep an eye out for crystalline sulfur. Was that some? That is crystalline sulfur. This is gonna hurt. This is gonna hurt. But that's one of 3. Fortunately, the brine doesn't get more painful. Like, the more of it is in there, it's just there's a static level of pain. And it wants to be scanned. Oh my gosh. I guess I could drop it outside of the brine. That would be the nicest way for me to do that. Yeah, that stings. Owie. It's like acidic brine or something. It's very painful. Right. You know, there's another way I could do this that doesn't involve burning through all my med kits. Don't get into a fight though. And it goes straight into the inventory. See, I knew there was crystalline sulfur somewhere around the Ghost River. I knew it. I'm just collecting. Not that I'm likely to forget again. I think I've got enough of that silver thing. The dude is up. Nickel ore. I think I've got enough nickel ore back at the base. So crystalline sulfur does not grow in like larger patches, by the way. It can't be mined with a mining tool. It's just collected freely. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the primary containment facility is up there somewhere. So I'm gonna put the drill arm back on. Because exploration is going to be significantly improved with the with the jump jet upgrade. So oh, it's over there. Okay. Yeah, maybe it's up there somewhere. caught a fish. That sounded... Oh, yeah, it's over there. Okay. Southwest?
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Anyway, that roaring sound. Yeah, up and back and to the left. Looks like. That sounds like the little the leviathans, sea dragon leviathans. I think is what they're called. Down in the inactive lava zone, that roar. That's not a reaper or that's not a ghost leviathan. Okay, let's grab some nickel ore if I can see it. I could always scan for some if I really needed it. Ooh. So, FPS dropped there for a moment. Went down to 17 frames. Whoa, what is going on with my frames, guys? That's twice. It's like never done that before during a playthrough. What? Alright, I'm just gonna ignore it for the moment. Okay, let's see here. I'm just checking to make sure the battery, like everything's plugged in. Okay, well. Just check one thing. Okay.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
So the prawn suit door was not open when I came in earlier, by the way. But now it's open. So it's like when the game's loaded properly. But when reloading a save, certain game states appear to be reset, that being one of them. Maybe their QA team bugged it for them. Might be a won't fix. Unlikely that they would have missed it, but you know, who knows. Grabbing that med kit there, plus this one. Okay, yeah, I've got titanium. Do I have lithium though? I sure hope I have some lithium here. Okay. Put the extra crystalline sulfur there that I don't need. And I think I make this in the prawn suit in the upgrade station here. Jump jet upgrade. Woot! Do rein in your enthusiasm slightly. Okay, what are we gonna get rid of? Obviously, not getting rid of the depth module. So, spare storage module, you are gonna go so that we can have better jump jets. Huh. Normally I have a inventory box there for upgrades that are not being used. So I will build that, eat some more food, and then we'll go out and find the primary containment facility. Shadow is super bright there today. Wall locker. The other one might be called just upgrades, but if I go back to that base, I can change it to upgrade.00 if I remember and feel like it. Everything at this base is going to be 01 because this is base 01. Pretty sure I did that with crew and medical. Batteries is probably too long to add it, so that's fine. Just batteries are batteries. Okay. Tempted to build a second medkit fabricator, but like that's ridiculous. I can make medkits by hand if I need to, which I probably should do here in a moment. Nah, I'll be fine. Sounds like it's filling up a water bottle. It was not. Alright. Do I recover health if I sleep? My ship always is not visible when I first wake up from the sleeping until... Or maybe it's just so dark I need a spotlight on it. I'm not sure. I did not recover health. How to make a med kit. Fiber mesh.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Alright. I think I actually regain health if my food bars are full. Or maybe not. Okay. Well, either way. Got 2 water bottles on me, 3 first aid kits. Okay, that should be good.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Oh, let's take off the blueprint for the upgraded jump jets, since I got those. Is there anything else I want to build at the moment? I think we're pretty good on blueprints. Alien containment will be a priority. Or maybe not a priority, but it'd be fun to do at some point. Battery charger. I'll put picture frames up there because that is something that I want to be doing in the future. I have some ideas about... Whoa! Okay, let me check what 1920 by 1080, VSync, full screen, graphics, high. Yeah, I don't get it. There's something going on with the video card today. Okay, so here's the base direction. Maybe it's just something with Ghost Tree right now, like, because the rest of the areas were just fine. Ghost Tree's not normally like this. See how high I made it on that jump jet though, and I've barely touched into my jump jets. See, do multi-dimensional things, family, and see if everything keeps working the way it should, the way it has for years. It's like, no, suddenly changes. Yeah, this is the waterfall that took me ages to get up last time. This time, though, would have gone faster had I not hit the tree, but, you know. Did I go too high? Was it? If you're trying to get me to quit out of the game and restart my connection to the game, I usually only put one gameplay start in my chapters. I don't like to go back and be redoing my work all the freaking time. All the frackin' time. Okay, so just get your crap together. Please, get your crap in a pile. Get it together. And do what we do. I'm on my way now to the primary containment facility. There will be the cyber things somewhere in the area here. The warpers. Jeez. There we go. 14 frames per second. I don't know what is going on. Is something eating my processor power? Steam client and Streamlabs efficiency mode. What? Status. This process group is in efficiency mode to limit resources used by the process. How do I undo that? Ask before applying efficiency mode. Okay, but how do I undo efficiency mode? Something to do with power settings. I'm literally plugged in, so should not be. This is definitely what I wanted to be spending my time on instead of playing the game. Well, they're no longer showing efficiency. No, they still are. Okay, Steam. This one that's got efficiency mode, turn off. And then OBS, desktop, efficiency mode, turn off. Alright, let's see. frames are still dropping. Okay, so there's a bake batch cell file that may need to be deleted. I will take a look at that if it continues to be a problem in future streams. For right now, just save. I wonder if it's related to the other prawn suit area being bugged. Maybe by killing that prawn suit, it'll fix.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Interior walls in this section are substantially reinforced, indicating the designers were seeking either to keep something out or contain it within. Whatever their intention, it clearly failed.
Sorry, I'm gonna focus on just breathing through the disruption to my cortisol. You know, this is the exact sort of scenario that I'm talking about, that when technical difficulties happen or there's some kind of struggle in navigating through thresholds or physical reality, breathing from the core is very helpful. So I'm going to focus on that for the next few minutes. Just going to take my awareness and place it just below my belly button as I breathe and focus on the feeling of being relaxed. Not as an abstract state, but as a literal, like, remembering within my body what it feels like to be relaxed. I'm going to turn off the filmic for now because I remember in some of the dark areas it makes it really, really difficult to see. And this is some cool stuff, so I want you guys to see it as well.
Integrating new PDA data. Residual biological evidence suggests indigenous life forms were brought to this location and subjected to intensive study. Data pertaining to the bacterium is being downloaded.
One way to put it.
Caution. Detecting atypical fluctuations in blood plasma proteins. A self-scan is strongly advised.
Yeah, that's not going to go well. Intensive testing, that's one way to categorize what's going on here, or what was going on here. Kind of reminds me of Mahler's lab. Yes, I'm aware there's more. Remains of research specimens. That's everything. Nothing in there. That room has been searched, right? Okay. Deep breaths. Beacon is an alien one. What do I normally label those as? I know I have an alien lava one. Blue? Okay. Blue. No. Blue. Okay. Primary containment facility has been investigated. Advanced theories. Sea dragon egg. Alien data, artifacts, alien rifle. Alien vent. Energy core. Control cube. Orange tablet. Purple tablet. Research equipment. Self-warping quarantine enforcer unit. Warper parts. Terminal data. Alien data terminal. Damage report. Fauna reproductive data. Kara contagion profile. Specimen research data. Aurora survivors. Engineering drone log.
Exiting sleep mode. Loading voice recognition. Engineer Barclay and Chief Technology Officer you identified.
Drone, get me a propulsion cannon.
Repulsion cannon retrieved.
Hey, Berkeley. Install that circuit box with that repulsion cannon and you'll punch a hole in the cargo bay.
Damn it, Drone, I said propulsion, not repulsion. Recalibrate sensors.
Senses recalibrated.
Sensors aren't the problem. I tweaked the program. It's like you now. It doesn't like being told what to do.
Drone, I know...
His name's Albert now.
Albert, I know it's not your fault, but it would really help me do my job if you'd bring me what I asked for. Thanks for your time.
Propulsion cannon retrieved.
Thank you. Now go away.
Entering hibernation mode.
Boss, this hobby of yours isn't making my job any easier. Or safer.
Maybe so, but it's all that's stopping me from being so bored I take a spacewalk in my skivvies.
Captain's log. Life Pod 12, Medical Officer Danby's crew log.
I'm not really a doctor.
I know that's what my ID says, but I never have been. Cheated the medical exams. What does a doctor these days need to know about manually resetting bones? When was the last time a top surgeon actually cut someone open? That's what the robots are for. Doctors these days read diagnoses off of computer readouts. For that, I'm perfectly qualified. But what good is it when I'm not connected to the main network? I'm bleeding. I've got glowing green pustules growing on my hands. I run a self-scan and it tells me I've got skin irritation. The only thing I studied in medical school was how to lie convincingly. What the hell do I know about how to treat an alien disease? I think I'm actually going to die down here.
Life Pod 2, Chief Technical Officer, use voice log T plus 2 minutes.
Flotation devices failed.
We're
That
flooding.
must be time plus
Evacuate.
crash.
Wait.
Time.
I can
Crash time.
reconfigure the O2 system to act as a bilge pump.
It's working.
Okay, good news. We're alive and we've stopped sinking.
Bad?
The oxygen's going to run out in 30 minutes and we're 500 meters down.
What do we do?
We'll have to use the remaining juice to send a distress call and build whatever gear we can. Then we find a way to the surface.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Just grab some food while I'm here. There's also something I was thinking about building. Pretty sure I already have the reinforced dive suit. I thought there was an emergency flotation thing that could be built, but it's not seeing it in there. So with my exploration done to the primary containment facility, the next phase was going deeper, but I also realized I don't have a stasis rifle, so I kind of would like to get one. So for that I'll need another was thinking that eventually maybe it would be fun to create like a wall that has the thumbnail I created for each of the sessions, and have like session 18, session 19, like just a big corridor that I can walk down that has all of the different ones. Calorie intake recommended. Seems like I'm burning through calories a lot more than I am used to.
Vital signs stabilizing.
So what I need next is some, well, food. Okay. More magnetite. Titanium I have. Okay, just need some more table coral. Oh, now crystalline sulfur is showing on it. Like, all those days I spent looking for it, and then it's like, oh, now it's here. Better late to the party than never. Is there table coral on any of these volcanic sections? Or do I need to go up higher?
Welcome aboard, Captain.
I know there's some just at the top of the river here. I've seen it there before. Right here. See if I can get a bit more. So I'm not having to come out for it next time if I need it again. Always good to get a little extra of a resource that we need, so we don't have to make trips as often for so much. I've made so many resource trips. Resource gathering. Welcome to survival games. Okay, so what's going on out there? What's got my family upset? About a half an hour left on the stream here. So far the graphics card stuff, whatever's going on there, isn't so bad that I can't play. So that's why I'm just leaving it. Because, you know, if I were streaming every single day, of course I would stop and like figure that out or figure it out right after the stream. But I stream once every like 2 weeks for a few hours. So as long as the game isn't completely freaking borked, you know, I'm probably just gonna deal with it. Because I want to make it through. And, you know, sometimes that's just... It's annoying to have to stop and correct my technology back into the proper wormhole every, like, you know, 3 seconds or every single transmission. Think about, like, talking with an AI and every single time it tells me something, I need to actually correct something that it said. Like, that's not an efficient form of communication. You need to increase your accuracy level when communicating with my vessel. And, like, sometimes it might be as precise as shooting a green laser onto the target.
Motivational note. Craig McGill crash-landed in the acid swamps of Boreal 9, fought off arachnid kidney poachers, and hijacked detained Star War. If he can do all that, you can survive one more day.
You telling him how I became a Crocodile Dundee, or are you, like, sympathetic resonancing me with the AI terminal? Like, hey, I know what he's talking about. I know it. If here's a motivational note, you're clearly, you know, the game is playing with me. It's fine. It's fine. I'm a game tester. I completely get it. All right. And Soviet Russia gameplay Yule. No, I don't know. Copper wire. I made the stasis rifle. Didn't really notice that I made it, but let's drop the copper wire in here. Don't need it right now. Everything else is good there. Gonna eat two more potatoes. For the water content. Alright, 26 minutes. Let's see what we can go find. Maybe I go to the other wormhole. I was thinking of leaving that ranger there, honestly, as like a portal guardian. But maybe it'd be better if I just let it get crushed. Let him crush it, you know, like he planned to do in the first place. That being said, this is not the proper way to go down. It's not the proper way to go down, chat. I can show you, but like... Which... Are you a bottom or are you top? I know it's supposed to be a family-friendly beach, so... For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, just leave it. You don't need to Google it or anything. You'll be fine. Anyway. That's a joke. I'm not trying to, you know, break anybody's belief system or, you know, but this is my channel. I'm broadcasting. I'm not, you know, there's way worse stuff on the internet than me. I just, full transparency. And worse is relative, you know, according to whatever your taboos and belief system is. That being said, you know, I'm gonna stay on the motivational and optimistic side of things. But, you know, I have morals. Yes. Alright, going down. 101. First, find steep cliff in video game. 2, step off. Alright. So, the power generation facility, I'm fairly certain I collected what I needed from there. but maybe not. I still have this blue tablet, but I'm fairly certain that gives me access to the primary research facility, which is pretty much at the bottom of this volcano entirely. I don't remember if I get there through the generator power facility or if I get there through some other route down here. Gonna move that beacon to my inventory. It's a lot easier driving down here when I can see. So I'm glad I turned off that setting. Son of a gun. You asshole. Sorry. The dude did the thing that I said I was scared of having happen to me, and yet had never happened, and now it has happened. I have been warped out of a Ranger, Ranger.01, and the Ranger fell into lava. Fortunately, it's still alive. It's only 85%. I am fine. My avatar is fine. Suit integrity, 100%. Ranger.01, 1 point. Warper, 0. Okay. So I think... Oh, there's one of the sea dragons. If I remember correctly, it can be accessed by just continuing to descend from the primary generator facility, power generation facility. That's found here. I shall find out. If it's not, then I have to hunt in the inactive lava zone and find the actual entrance. I remember there being like an arena carve-out area and a descent of maybe 100 to 200 meters and then going into a pocket, and that's not this one. But I also believe that there were 2 ways, at least, to get down to it.
The volcanic rock, which has formed in this area, can be carbon dated to between 800
I don't normally
and
take
3000
creature
Earth years
eggs in like nature too much. I guess I eat eggs
Welcome
sometimes.
aboard, Captain.
I'm a bit of a velociraptor. Anyway, yeah. Don't think too much on that or the metaphysical components of it. It's a video game. Part of the video game is to collect the eggs and then hatch them yourself in the base. And guess what? When they hatch in the base, they're not aggressive or anything like that. Why? Because they're raised in captivity. But spoiling. All right. So, do I destroy him? Does not seem to be taking damage. Well, I don't know what more I can do beyond that. It really has a weird range. Oh, it's beginning to smoke. Hopefully this doesn't break my save. Oh. Well, Ranger.00 is no more, folks. I have destroyed it. And there's no more of those thingies. What is down here? Okay. Somehow I missed this my first time here. I didn't bring a purple tablet. I bet that's what this takes. Dang it. I don't take bets. I don't take bets, but dang it. That's the orange tablet. I need a purple tablet for this thingy.
Data.
Sheet. Alright. Well, I'll place a beacon. Primary power generation, because I'll need that orange tablet, I think, to access the primary the facility. Ooh, okay. Maybe. What do you think the odds are that I break 2 Ranger suits? If I leave this one up here, do you think it's going to be broken when I go through the portal? Or should I just take it through the freaking portal? I think I can just take it through the portal. I think I can take it through the portal, go get a purple tablet, and bring it back. Watch out because I may have 0 oxygen. When I go underwater now. It's a known bug. Modified jump jets really help in this type of scenario. Right. This isn't the way out though. I could blame the alien architecture for being confusing, but I guess if I were an alien it wouldn't be confusing. Well, I mean, the architecture wouldn't be confusing. It might be confusing that I'm an alien. But don't worry about that, chat. Don't. I mean, if I am... I remember being born on Earth. Okay. Where's the... Sad part, it probably does not matter which of the bases I go to. They're probably equally distant. And knowing me and my track record in this game so far for this playthrough, I've probably picked the hardest thing to reach, but you know, it's fine. I'm not sure if I'll have time to collect it and return there by the end of the time that I've allotted for myself today. Probably not. That's like 9 minutes. And I'm not moving as efficiently as I could for a few reasons. Sun and moon. I have a vehicle docked there. It's all good. It's fine.
Welcome
It's
aboard,
fine.
Captain.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
$55. Guess who made it back through the wormhole, chat? In the same session. Got it. Got the freaking purple tablet that I needed. Guess what? Prawn suit not bugged. Alright, let's keep going down. Let's do it, chat. I'm gonna take this freaking force field down. Gonna do it. Alright. Open sesame. Melon. You know, I don't know. Gandalf, what's the Elvish word for friend? I think those nanobots are probably friendly. I think. Alien thermal plant. Zoom. Primary containment facility.
Primary alien facility location updated. Volcanic area connected to this cave system at depth 1.4 kilometers.
Maybe that's not the primary containment facility. The place I marked as that.
Integrating new PDA
Ion
data.
tower data.
Synthesizing ion power blueprints from alien data. Blueprints
Ooh.
stored to data bank.
Stasis rifle, where are you? Okay. Ion battery, ion power cell. Gonna put those for building blocks soon. Alien robot. Okay.
You really think it'll carry 2 of us?
Your regular sea glide tows a mass of 80 kilograms at over 30 kilometers an hour. The power cell rigged to this one should double that.
You think there's something out there that's faster?
Oh, sure. And that's assuming it doesn't overload 3 meters from the life pod.
You're calm about this?
I'm seeing the engineering problem. If I stop seeing the maths, I'll be terrified.
Using this knowledge is and power blueprints, which leverage advanced ionic energy to last considerably longer. Okay, alien robot, alien thermal plant. Codes and clues. Primary containment facility. Connected to this cave network, south-southeast area of volcanic activity, arch networks, disease research facility. Okay, I think that, right, okay. What I found and logged as the primary containment facility, the PCF, should really be DRF, disease research facility. I guess I'll need to correct that. Do I need to correct it in this episode, this session? Probably not. Because I'm already at the time. I have 2 options. Go fix my mistake, not preferred. Or, actually, that's here. I don't even have to go far to fix it. That's where. Is that it? Alien lava. No, it's not this. It's the other one. Alright. Says it's connected to this one. So, if it's connected, my guess is follow the lava river. But that seems to just be leading me in a circle back to how I came in, maybe? Yeah. Isn't this where I came in? So there's two different entrances to this. Whoa. Took some serious damage there for a moment. So I guess I'm being greedy here. Last time I was greedy, I lost a prawn suit.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
That being said, nothing ventured, nothing gained. In a cave network connected to this one. And yet, Maybe if I just follow this. There's no beacons this way. I think it's this way. Maybe if I follow the lava river. think this is it.
I am what you seek. Want to help you.
Seek fluid intake.
Okay. He was not happy I made it in here.
Vital signs stabilizing.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Okay, that one's the real PCF. Not this one. I mean this, the one I just placed, the beacon I just placed, PCF.00 at 1451. That is an accurate beacon. Okay. Now, to enter this, I need the blue tablet, which is in the back here. Yo, you're not even supposed to be in here. How are you in a... There's no water here, bro. You're cheating. Took my suit down to 21%. What an asshole. These guys really love to cheat, huh? See, I play the game past the time that I want to, and then, you know, everything starts trying to kill me. Like, way harder, to the point of cheating. Like, if it's not... that's not a bug. That's a fish out of water, swimming around in the air, threatening to destroy my prawn suit as I'm at, like, the deepest stage in the game. But, fortunately, there's a bunch of warp portals in this, facility anyway. But I am gonna get my prawn suit in here so that it's not gonna keep getting hit by the...
Translating local alien broadcast. Warning, vaccine development program terminated. Emperor egg hatching project terminated. Live specimens terminated. Evacuate immediately.
Okay, but that being said, I am past the time that I want to go for this. I'm gonna wrap up here in just a moment. Another blue tablet, a second blue tablet. What's the orange tablet for then? Okay. Well, we can remember that I'm at the primary containment facility. You know what? That is what I said on the name of the broadcast. And going deeper. There's nothing deeper than the primary containment facility, except if you count the Sea Emperor's domain, which I can't access just yet without that other blue tablet. So it's somewhere. It's somewhere. I will find it. All right. Let's quit out on 23. Okay. I would say that all in all, that stream went better in terms of my mood since the previous stream. I could have spent more awareness in terms of maintaining awareness of my breath. I could have cut off the broadcast earlier and saved some of this for next time. But I'm at the stage where I am still enjoying Subnautica, but I would very much like to be done with it soon-ish, so that I can move on to other games. I know that I could play those other games, but I would prefer to keep a contiguous playthrough of this until I'm done. And as I said, with my broadcast windows being every 2 weeks or so, it's important to get some progression in each time. Otherwise, I'll just be sitting around in my base farming resources forever. As it is, I probably have maybe, I don't know, 4 hours worth of gameplay left in it. I don't... Since I know the things that are needed moving forward, and I've accessed the area, the only thing that I don't know right now is where to get that other blue tablet. If I remember right, it's in one of the Degassi bases. I thought I picked up everything, though. I'm pretty sure I can make a blue tablet. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I know how to make one. It's just the regular, I think it's an ion cube and blue kyanite, or kyanite. There's no other kind in this game. So, let's do a quick meditation. I'm still here with you. If there's any interest in having me record some just meditation videos without me going deep into discussion, just being with you, present, like this, you just want an area to meditate peacefully, I'd be open to recording some. Let's get the Subnautica stuff done, and then I can start on some side projects. I know it would be deeply appreciated, and if you feel the call to it, make some of your own in the meantime. You don't need to wait for me to do it in order for you to have the benefit of creating something. That's the beauty of creation. So we get to make it for ourselves sometimes. And even if everything that could happen has already happened, I'm not saying that it has, our sequencing of how we experience things, that's unique. It's part of what makes you you, is the sequence in which you went through things. What you experienced, when you experienced it, and in what context you experienced it. The context of the experience that I have coming back to these videos is different than the context that I have recording them. You know what? Both versions are working diligently towards having what they need and feeling peace and love and contentment in their body for all beings, regardless of your polarity, regardless of your past, regardless of whatever reasons we may have for animosity or hatred, whatever, for you. I have no desire to waste any of my time with any of those emotions. It's not that I don't want to be seen as, and I don't want to bypass them. But forgiveness is not about anything other than letting go. Yes, there are other things that still need to be done in proper stewardship. Just because something is forgiven does not mean it needs to be given unfettered access to be able to continue to do things, the likes of which required the forgiveness in the first place, or created the necessity for the forgiveness. But forgiveness itself is just letting go of the pain, and not necessarily letting go of the scar. One can keep their scars and still forgive. There are scars I still carry, and, you know, some of them remind me of who I am. Anyway, life calls. Yeah, life calls. You know, it does get a little old responding to others as if they need rescuing. I don't like feeling like I'm being manipulated into stepping out of a container that's good and healthy for me to go somewhere that's innocuous seeming and supposed to be for my highest and best good, but is really just parasitic function in its present state. So having the appropriate temple space and appropriate sanctuary, like, I'm not talking just buzzwords and safe space and stuff. Like, safe space is not a joke. It's really not. It's important to be able to have a place within our consciousness where we can retreat and rest and recuperate and regenerate. And the planet that I came from, in terms of this body was very non-cooperative in terms of allowing for those sanctuaries to be created, maintained. That's changing. And in many ways it has already changed. But don't let the future experience that you have negate the past of where you come from and where you came from. That doesn't mean carry a grudge on your shoulder, but it means remember how we became Crocodile Dundees down here. But never let that stand in the way of remembering to be humble. You're equally ignorant of the things that you don't know as your ancestors were of what they didn't know. And far too often what we take as knowledge and knowing is really just arrogance in disguise. So hopefully I made it through the last 2 weeks to get here. And to my future self, if you make it far enough, which I hope you do, to record the next broadcast and to listen to this one again, I just know that I'm rooting for you. I feel like Howard Stark back in the day, like Tony, I'm limited by the technology of my time. There's a limit to what my suit is capable of in any given moment. So, unless the future self knows a way to just completely take my experience, remove the volume from it, so to speak, and transposition us to exactly where we've been intending to be in the first place, which hopefully you're making progress on. I have the space that I need. I don't need anything from you. And I hope you don't need anything from me. I don't know whether that makes sense or not, but I don't know, man. These versions of me get to stay. The other versions of me who do so much work, and not that I'm not doing work right now. I'm doing work right now to exist in this fashion and communicate in this way. Not everything needs to come at once. Be content with the pace at which the experiences arrive. Synchronize as best you can. Harmonize as best you can. Lift where you stand, metaphorically speaking, and literally. Assist where you're at as best you can, but take care of yourself. Alright? Take care of yourself so you're in a position to be able to take care of others if they need it. Because I've been in the place where I needed it at times. And there are still ways that I need it. Sometimes in ways that I don't even know that I need it. So that being said, I've wrapped up. I've taken enough time for this broadcast today. Yes, I do feel rushed. But when has this dimension not been full of coercion? I don't blame the people here for that. There's something deeply energetically misaligned with how so many of these experiences have been constructed, and until we sort through that sufficiently, that's just the way it is. At least that's the way it is right now. So you wanting to change things for me, to change the outcome of what this broadcast is going to end as, don't waste time and energy doing that. Please. Just let me be. Let me have my moment. I have emotion right now. That's fine. I'll move through it. And if you're experiencing emotion right now, you'll move through it too. You don't have to come get me. I don't have to come get you. Thank God, because I don't even know how to get into the future except literally the slowest way possible. AKA waking up on Earth every day. And just going in the direction of where we want to go. So regardless of how you've learned to navigate, there's still some kind of a linear expression of how the brain, how the chemical computer processes the experiences of the choices that have been made and the environment in which it's been exposed to. So as you navigate those, do so in the most graceful manner you know how, and you'll be okay. That's what's gotten me through things. I'm not speaking metaphorically here. I'm talking from the place of, I know what has gotten me through many experiences. My faith in God and my willingness to basically put boot to ass and actually do something in the physical that helped me move through a difficult scenario. What's going to help me right now is finishing the broadcast here, signing out, getting some time with my family. All right? So I love you. Take care, and I'll be back, God willing. Bye-bye.